Thank you to my new Patreon subscribers for supporting the effort to leave this world a little sillier than we found it. These days, a little silly is a lot of silly. You can support the channel for as little as $1 a month. The link will be in the description box below. If just the 140 subscribers on YouTube gave that, I would cover the cost of distribution in about 4 months. I know there are more of you out there who listen through Spotify, Apple, Google, Castos, and many other platforms. If more of you climb on board, we can start to build that percentage for the Norm Scholarship Fund at Berkeley here in Boston. Silly, supportive, and philanthropic? Talk about a triple threat. I am thinking of ways to provide supporter-only content on Patreon to lure you into the cobwebs of my mind. Plus, we can message there as well, and you can reveal the dark secrets regarding the ways you listen to Norm as you pressed your radio to your ear. Okay, that was weird. I have been alerted to the fact that my outros are being cut off. Are they that bad? The authorities are looking into it. Maybe that's some subscriber-only content for Patreon. The non-cut short outro. Yeah, I didn't think so. On today's feature presentation, just a mere 9 days after last week's episode, this one is from December 19th, 1993. A dumb birthday game to be exact, in Norm's birthday eve. Let's call it a pithy bit of fun. It begins with an odd snippet of a call, a threat to the Loverboy from New Hampshire from the butcher in Salem, Mass. And then directly to the game. Our players, Dave, Sherri from Flint, Michigan, Roger the Welshman in Southbridge, Mass, Bert in Pottsgrove, Pennsylvania, John Kelly producing and playing in studio, I'm on the phone, and Aaron Sawyer in traffic with something to say about being from a small town, Shirley, Mass. Making it big time with Norm and the golden ladies of the Shirley, Mass post office. The birthdays. Cicely Tyson, Tim Reid, Kaline, Little Jimmy Dickens, Robert Urich, Alyssa Milano, Jennifer Beals, and Kevin McHale. Other gifts offered up here. Unwanted, no reward posters of Norm at the post office. Lionel Barrymore and Jack Benny cameos. Swell dancers, great dressers with sandals, knee socks, +4s, a cape, a Spanish shirt with the green and white cummerbund, a pith helmet with a year's supply of leechee nuts in the sweatband, and, underneath it all, a loincloth. Episode 117, A Pithy Bit of Fun, flirts with your ears in 3, 2, and 1.
Gonna wrestle there.
Look, they got a guy from New Hampshire. He's 280 pounds. They call him the Loverboy. They're gonna call him the Doughboy when I get done with him.
What now? What do they call you?
I'm the butcher from Salem, Mass.
Oh, you have you? Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, David. You played before with us?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I see. I see your name tag there, and you're ready to go. We also have Sherri, who's out in Flint, Michigan. Hi, Sherri.
Hello.
Hello. You've never played the game before. The rules are quite simple. I guess you heard me say it.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you how old that is. You tell me how old these people are who were born on this day, which is December 19th. It's the same date in Flint, Michigan, isn't it, as it is here?
Yeah, last I checked, yeah.
I was trying to be silly. You know what I was doing just then? I was flirting with you.
Oh, wasn't it
yeah.
sweet?
Wasn't that sweet? That was my way of flirting.
Kind of early in the morning for that, isn't it?
Well, it's too early or too late, depending on... have you slept so far?
No.
So it's kind of late at night for you.
I was so excited when you asked me to be on the dumb birthday game. I couldn't.
No, that's true. That's true. You're kind of excited about it then, huh?
Yeah, flattered.
Okay. Good. We have Roger, who's the Welshman down in Southbridge, Massachusetts, who is going to be playing the game with us. Hi again, Roger.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I flirt with Sherri now?
Yeah, go ahead. You flirt with her. I'll sit back here. You flirt with her for a bit.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, glad you're on. I was admiring your voice
Oh.
earlier, yeah.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Another reason why I couldn't sleep.
Are you both about the same age, you think? How old are you, Sherri?
No, have everybody else guess.
Oh, guess your age, too? Oh, no, what?
I said mine earlier.
You said you were 23?
Yeah.
Okay, but you already got a boyfriend. He's 40... No, 37.
Yeah.
37. And how old are you, Roger?
I'm 22.
Oh, Sherri's the old lady then.
Oh. I told you I
But
look
I haven't shaved yet today, so I could pass for 24.
Boy, that is really, you're really groping with that one there, fella. We got Bert who's with us down in Woburn. Hi, Bert.
Oh, I'm in Pennsylvania.
You're in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, you got the wrong person, I guess.
What is your name?
Bert,
It is Bert, and where are you?
I'm in Pottsgrove, Pennsylvania.
He moved.
Oh, Pottsgrove, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ever travel through that town?
I don't even know where that is. Whereabouts is it?
Well, it's central Pennsylvania, but it's the type of town where if you happen to blink while you're going through it, you'll miss it.
You must know some better small town jokes than that. Like we don't have here's one we use on our town, which is small too. We don't have a highway department or sanitation crew. We just have a lady comes in a couple of times a week and picks up.
Well, that's clever. Coming from your plush but not overly ostentatious offices
Oh,
up there.
son of a gun, you're going to do my whole shtick. I think that's nice. John Kelly, who's a producer here at WBZ, is with us.
Hey, Norm.
Yes?
I would like to be, I guess, the second person this evening to wish you a very happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much,
Since
John.
we're doing the birthday game. And,
Yes.
And your birthday is tomorrow or Monday?
Well, tomorrow is Monday.
Is that both of those things?
Well, it is, yes, because right now it's Saturday. It's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know who else we have with us? We have Tony Nesbitt, who is on the line. I'm just so pleased that you're on the game with us today, Tony.
Oh, it's very pleasing to be here.
I imagine it must be kind of exciting, isn't it?
I'm thrilled.
Because I know the kind of life, since I know you well and we've worked together for so long, I know the kind of life that you lead, and it is kind of, as we say, plebeian.
Oh, yes. And since we've worked together for so long, you'll know that I will be the very last person to even wish you a happy birthday. So
I know that too. I know that too. Yeah. Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Well, you know, the deep-seated hatred I have for you.
Oh, that's true. That's
See,
true.
well, yeah. I didn't think you wanted everyone to know that.
Well, I think people can sense it. They're not stupid. You know, people are not stupid. They know.
I know.
John
but
Kelly,
in this season of miracles, who knows? Maybe I'll soften up and actually wish you a happy birthday before the end of this.
Kelly is trying to put me on the spot by asking me how old I am. He never listens to this program, even when he's producing. So he doesn't know I've mentioned my age about 8,000 times.
Well, I did. I heard you earlier tonight say that you're the only person in Boston radio or in radio in the whole country who is not afraid to admit his age.
That's correct. Oh, so why did you ask me my age now? Because I told it at that time, and I mentioned it a dozen other times.
And I'll tell you, I'm sick of hearing you say that.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I don't care to mention it ever again. Let's go on to Aaron's. Shut up. Will you shut up, John? Let's go on to Aaron. If you're going to talk through everything, we're going to remove the microphone from that studio.
He's so mean to me.
Aaron Sawyer, who's the WBZ 24-hour traffic network reporter, is with us too. Aaron, hi.
Hello, Norm. How are you?
Okay, thank you. I know you played the game before, but not too often. I think only once or twice.
Yeah, this is the second time. So.
Second time. Did you do okay the last time?
I got 2 right.
Hey, that's not bad for
That's not too
No,
bad.
that's not bad. And
a rookie.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Tony always scores very, very high. Are there any things you want to ask him that will help you, maybe guide you along as to the proper approach?
Well, not really. However, Norm, if I could I just say one quick thing?
He had something to say. I heard Aaron mention on the traffic report he had something to say.
And this is a good time to say it.
I live in a small town, Norm, called Shirley, Mass.
Now, I know where that is, sure.
And I went to the post office a few weeks ago to make a long story short, and a few, so we say, golden citizens were just loitering around in the post office as they do, and they came up to me and they wanted to know if I was the guy, if I am the Aaron Sawyer that was with Norm Nathan at WBZ, and if I could ever get them an autographed picture of you. And when I told them that, yes, in fact, I did do the traffic for your show, they were ecstatic and very proud to find out that a hometown boy had made it to the big time with Norm Nathan on the dumb birthday game.
Did they start clutching and grabbing at your clothes as you try to make your way out of the post office?
It was horrible. I still have denture marks on the side of my coat.
That's great. That's great. Well, we're certainly going to make a hero out of you, and I certainly will give you about 200 autograph pictures. The ones that you don't get rid of at the post office, you can go door to door.
And just sign them as I'm going.
Just make sure you hang one under one of those wanted posters.
On the milk cartons or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right,
Put a
yeah.
picture of Norm up there.
And just put the word "not" before the wanted. Not wanted, for heaven's sakes, please.
No reward necessary.
Yeah. You'll get nothing. Okay, here are the now that we've had the hilarity just drained out of our systems. Let's go to the birthdays today. Cicely Tyson was born December 19th. She was born in New York City. She received an Oscar nomination as Best Actress in Sounder, which was a great movie. That was in 1972.
Wow.
And she received the Woman of the Year Award in 1978 from the Ladies' Home Journal. That's a sexist title, isn't it? In 1974, she received Actress of the Year Award for the TV special Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. I almost forgot about that. Huh? She was excellent in that. I didn't even know she was married to Miles Davis, the jazz musician, Miles Davis.
Yeah, the late.
Yeah.
Miles Davis just did die, didn't he, recently?
Past year.
Yeah.
Well, not this past year, but yeah, almost this past year.
No, I think so,
Couple
yes.
of weeks.
Cicely Tyson. That's a great name, Cicely.
Was she married to him at the end, too, or
Says,
at one time?
now, this book came out earlier this year before he died, and it says she is married to jazz musician. Oh, I don't remember that being in the obituary, but I may have missed that.
Was she in that movie Lady Sings the Blues?
No, that was Diana Ross.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Who played the part of Billie Holiday.
It's a great movie.
Yes. Matter of fact, I was talking about the movie Schindler's List. At Nickelodeon, and one of the background, John Williams wrote the musical score. We talked about this yesterday, I know, Tony, and I mentioned the fact that it was quite different than anything John Williams had ever written, because everything sounded like Star Wars in other movies, but not here. This was just totally different. I couldn't believe it was Williams who had done it. And one of the background things they did was Billie Holiday's "God Bless the Child" came up on the soundtrack, which was just magnificent. Anyway, David, let's start with you. How old do you think Cicely Tyson is today?
All right, I'm going to have to go with 58.
Okay, you're going to have to, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Sherri, what do you think?
Oh, I'll say 60.
Are you very sleepy?
She sounds sleepy.
No, I got that cold, too.
Oh, yeah, because just about everybody has a cold, I understand.
I wish you gave it to me.
Ooh. Is that you? Is that Bert?
No, it's Roger.
Oh, it's Roger. That's right.
That's what it's
He's
complaining
flirting
about.
again.
Oh, will you shut up, John?
He's flirting, I'm just saying.
Anyway, Roger, how old do you think Cicely Tyson is?
Oh, well, I had a number pop into my mind, but I don't think that could be right. I'm going to guess 62.
62. Okay. And Bert, what do you think?
I'm going to have to guess about 51.
51. Okay. And John, what do you say?
I'll say 56.
And Tony?
57.
57. And Aaron?
I have to agree with Roger and go with 62.
62. Okay. Actually, Cicely Tyson is 54.
Ooh.
Oh. I think John.
Miles was 52 when he passed?
I don't know how old he was. I don't know. I could probably look it up. Want me to look it up?
50. I was surprised. I thought he was older. But...
Yeah, I thought it was 60.
No, I would think he would be older than that. But hold on a minute, because what the heck? It's the middle of the night. We get lots of time.
Huh.
Hold everything.
He's going to keep talking, Tony. Is there any way we can turn off his microphone?
He has to go on master control to shut the studio off.
Oh, okay. I'll do that later.
Why don't
Miles,
you go in there and just physically unplug it?
Okay, Miles Davis was born, hold on May 25th. Let's, remember the old movies when they wanted to shut somebody up, they would go into the studio and pull them away from the microphone? I remember watching those things before I got into radio, and that seemed terribly realistic to me, till I realized all they had to do was, hit a switch and they throw them off. Okay, Miles Davis, I didn't know that because I was dumb. Miles Davis was born in 1926. He died in 1991.
91?
That's what it says here, 1926 to 1991.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Which would have made him 65.
Ooh.
Yeah, 65. So he was a little bit older than Cicely Tyson.
Just a tad.
He was, because you had only been 52 at that time. There had been about 13 years difference. So anyway, John Kelly said 56, so he's within 2 years. And nobody said 52. So that's our winner there on that round. As we go to Tim Reid. You know Tim Reid, who's from Harvey, Illinois, appeared on WKRP.
And what the hell was the name of that
show? Frank's Place.
Frank's Place. Tim's Place. That'll be all right.
Right, Frank's Place. And he and Tom Dressen as Salt and Pepper started out in Chicago at Mr. Kelly's. Mr. Kelly's was a jazz club in Chicago.
Yeah, my dad owned that place.
He owned Oh, sure. I nearly fell for that. Anyway, I don't know what I didn't know that they must have been musicians, I would think. Unless they did comedy, that could be. Anyway, Tim Reid. You all know who Tim Reid is?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with you, Aaron. How old do you think Tim Reid is today?
I'd have to say he's 44.
44. Okay, Tony, what do you think?
48.
48. Okay, and John?
I'll say 50.
And Bert?
I'm going to have to say 47.
Okay, Roger?
I want to agree with the 48.
48, and now you want to hear from your dearly beloved Sherri and see what the lovely Sherri has to
Yeah,
say.
and I was thinking 48 too.
Hey.
Watch us all be wrong.
No, actually, I'll tell you why. Tony Nesbitt, he's so good at this. I'm thinking, yeah. I'm glad Tony went first. I'm going to try for that.
Oh, that's right, Tony did say 48 also.
I feel like chopped meat now.
I could barely hear what she said, but whatever it was, it sounded nice. So
I'll agree to that.
Okay, David, what do you think?
I think 45.
45. Okay. Actually, she's 49. He's 49.
Ooh.
So you guys. So we have a number of winners here. The ones
hey
who
guys,
said 40.
here we go.
We have Tony and Roger and Sherri said 48, and John said 50. So we had 4 winners that round.
I think Tony has the answer book in front of him.
Hey, I'm in the lead,
I
pal.
get my first one, and they're already on me, Norm.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
No,
I can't win.
Actually, Kelly has a couple of correct answers.
Yeah, this is...
And Tony only has one.
And I'm at home for crying out loud.
That's right. You're not even there, so you can't be looking over my shoulder. How about Al Kaline?
Who?
Baseball Hall of Famer, great baseball player, Al Kaline, outfielder with the Detroit Tigers, had a lifetime batting average of .297 over. He had 3,000 hits and 399 home runs. Great, really one of the great ball
Is one of the
players.
guys who was one of your heroes, and you always fooled me thinking they were like 10 years older than you were, and they were only like 3.
And sometimes they were the same age as me.
Exactly. Is this one of those guys?
He's one of my heroes, yeah, but I won't tell you whether he's older or younger. But a lot of my heroes, we're younger, too.
Well.
Yeah, but when you're your age, Norm, a lot of heroes are younger.
Oh, we got another wise guy, huh? Another foreign country heard from. Okay, Al Kaline. Let's start with you, Roger.
Oh, God.
Who's whispering?
I'm not, but I'm trying to think. I'll say 64.
64, okay. And David?
63.
Okay, Tony, what do you think?
67.
Okay, because I never did, give you any dates about.
I was going to ask you when he was inducted. But...
Yeah, see, no, I don't have that. I don't have that information, so I don't know. John,
how about when he played?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I could probably tell you that, but
like the decade. Could you give me that much?
Well, you already guessed 67.
Wow,
I think I think that I think I actually saw Al Kaline play baseball. Is that possible? I mean, given
I don't know. How old are you?
Well, through the marvel of tape, maybe.
No, I'm 33. So it may be. I'm going to say 55.
Okay. Yeah, you possibly could have seen him play. Sure.
Oh,
a great ball player.
Bert, what do you think?
I'm going to say 69.
69? That's what they say down in Pottsgrove, PA.
He said 69.
69.
Yeah.
Where you from, Bert, originally? You from Pottsgrove originally?
I'm from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania Dutch country.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the Amish.
Yeah.
Are you an Amish, man?
No.
No?
Sherry, what do you think?
Oh, I don't think. I'll just guess 61.
It sounds like the title of a book, doesn't it? I don't think. I just guess.
By Sherri and Flint. #1 bestseller.
Aaron, what do you think?
I have to go with 63, I guess.
You have to go with 63. Okay. Same as David from Medford. Al Kaline is actually 59.
Oh, see, you fooled me again. He was younger. One of your heroes, he was younger.
Yeah, let me see. How can we
You
figure
trapped
this?
me again.
I think Sherry came to close. She said 61, which was within 2 years. Let's see, 61. Anybody say 57? Nobody did. And so Sherry
is on the boards.
She's tied with John with a 2 apiece. They both have 2 apiece. And little Jimmy Dickens. Little Jimmy Dickens.
Was that his name?
Jimmy, yeah, his name is Little Dickens, and his nickname is Jimmy.
Oh.
No, he was from Bolt, Michigan. Bolt, West Virginia, rather. You know why they call him Little Jimmy Dickens?
He was little?
I don't know if we want to know that.
No, because he's a little guy. He's 4'1".
Oh.
He's 49 inches tall.
Is that where we get the phrase Little Dickens from?
Little
You
Dickens.
Little Dickens?
Yeah. And his biggest hit was "May the Bird of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose" in 1965. Actually, it says his nickname is Tater, so I guess Little is he's a country and western singer, as you may have guessed.
No, I didn't. I have no idea.
No, he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Along with...
Is this guy one of your heroes, too?
No, he never was, to tell you the truth. I never could stand him. About a C&W fan.
Well, considering you probably couldn't even see him when he was in front of you.
No, that's what you can hold him in the palm of your hand. Tiny guy. And you have to look down at him and say, when you're talking to him, you have to talk loud. He's got a little voice. Hi, I'm Jimmy Dickens. You can hardly hear it. Oh, it's pretty pitiful. Anyway, they had to stick a microphone right up his mouth in order to get the sound loud enough to record. And as a result, he's known as Little Jimmy Dickens Tater with the perforated gums. Yeah. I don't know whether those are little behind-the-scenes things that may be a little too heavy for you. Anyway, Little Jimmy Dickens. And let's see, who will we start with? Let's start with you, John. What do you think? Little Jimmy Dickens. Let's see, the only date I gave you was "May the Bird of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose." His biggest hit, 1965.
Yeah. And that was, 25 years ago?
Well, I leave that up to you to figure.
I'll say that he's 55.
55. Okay, and David, what do you say?
61.
David says 61?
Yeah.
Okay, and Bert, what do you say?
Oh, 57.
57.
Yeah.
And Aaron?
58.
58. Roger?
12. I mean,
Yeah, if he's 4'1", he can't be much older than that.
I'll say 59.
59?
Yeah.
Okay. And Bert? No, Bert already guessed. Tony?
I was going to guess his height plus 9. So
You get extra credit for
yeah,
that.
so 49 inches plus 9 is 58, same as Aaron.
Okay, and what do you say, Sherry?
I'm going to guess for 55.
Hello?
Yeah.
55. Hold on a minute, I'm on a coughing jag.
This moment has been brought to you by
Moment is brought to you by, too bad we don't have a cough drop sponsor.
Smith Brothers.
I guess, well, anyway, he's 68.
Wow.
So I guess the closest really was David, who said 61. And even David was 7 years off, but the closest, 68. You can't believe somebody 4'1" would be 60.
No.
Well, that makes him little old, Jimmy Dickens.
Our old Little Jimmy Dickens.
Right.
That's right, old Little Jimmy Dickens, Tater. Okay.
With the perforated gums.
Okay, we have everybody has won a round except Bert from Pottsgrove, Pennsylvania. Come on, you're not doing proud of your folks in Pottsgrove there, PA.
Well, I could take one consolation here. Nobody else is up at this hour down here.
Everybody's asleep at Pottsgrove.
You betcha.
Well, where does that name come from, Pottsgrove? Should I even ask that question?
What's the name for pioneer settler Hans Potts?
I wasn't sure if it was something you grow down there.
No.
No, actually, there's a Pottstown.
No, that's southwest of here.
No, but I wasn't saying where it was, just that there is a town called Pottstown.
Yeah, there
was
is,
that named
and
after
there's also Pottsville.
Were they all named after the same family?
Oh, I don't know. You're talking Pennsylvania Dutch there. I don't have any idea.
I wonder if things went bad in the town, they'd say, geez, everything's gone to pot.
It could be.
Oh. It was a wonderful
yes,
life.
They would say that.
Yeah, what about Pottersville? Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
A little.
No, you want some Lionel Barrymore?
I would like a little bit. Sure, it's the season, Norm.
That's right. He was Potter.
Yes, he was.
Actually, he's Potter on that. Okay. You come crawling in here. You call me a frustrated old man, and you come crawling in here looking funny.
What are you?
Very, very good.
Young man.
Very good, Norm. That's a very good impression.
Isn't that a great impression?
That's incredible. I was taken back there for a while.
Taken back any place in particular that we may be aware of?
Into the back room here at the lovely, lavish, but not overly ostentatious studios at Metro Traffic.
Okay. Robert Urich was born on December 19th. He's a Canadian. Did you know he's born? I don't know. He may be American now. He's born in Toronto. He played Dan Tanna on the TV series Vegas. Appeared, of course, in Spencer for Hire.
And
they spelled this wrong. They spelled this S-P-E-N-C-R. It's S-P-E-N-S-E-R.
What's the new one called?
He's in something right now.
All About You. No, you and... It had to be you.
It had to be you.
It had to be you.
At one time, pardon me?
With Faye Dunaway, who, by the way, is now off the show, and they didn't even replace her character.
Oh, really?
It's just him now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's probably a nice man. I remember doing a cancer film with him when he was still Spencer. You know, in that firehouse he'd go into. We filmed it inside there.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't actually. He'd go in the firehouse, which was on Charles Street, but the interior was behind BZ, not far from the WBZ Studios. They built the interior. Was all the interior shots were there. And he was a very nice man. Although I always thought he was really kind of a nothing actor, but he obviously has charm. He keeps getting hired again.
Yeah, my mother and my aunt are crazy over him.
I guess a lot of people must be, because he keeps working. He had bought a house in Andover.
Yeah.
And spent a ton of money fixing it up, an expensive house. And then obviously sold it when he moved, but he wanted his kids to, to have a normal life where he was working.
He's a steady kind of actor.
Steady kind of actor, I think, is a brilliant way to phrase it. And what else can I tell you about? Oh, at one time he was a TV account executive.
Take a pause, Norman. Have a good cough, will you?
Norm, I've got a couple of lozenges here.
I'll be by there to pick them up. He was a TV account executive at WGN-TV in Chicago.
Really?
At one time, it said it. Burt Reynolds helped him get started.
Well, there you go. What more can you say?
Yeah, as a TV account executive or as an actor, I would assume. Okay, we'll start with you, David. What do you think? How old is Robert Urich?
45.
45. Okay, and Sherri? Very lovely Sherri. What do you think?
Goodness, I have no idea. Oh, wow. 62.
62. Okay. Are you an attractive, pretty beautiful woman?
5'11".
Sounds like it.
You're 5'11"?
140 pounds.
What was it? How much?
140.
I'll be up.
And what are you wearing?
Flint, Michigan.
Yeah,
I've been there 12 hours.
Sounds like one of those 900 numbers.
Get your visa number ready.
Yeah, right.
I love, Norm, I always love when you ask that question. Are you just a wonderful, beautiful-looking person? No, I'm not.
Definitely.
Well, when you get to be my age, you can ask all kinds of stupid questions. Nobody pays any attention to you anyway.
I love those questions.
Well, okay. And what?
You never asked me that, though. I don't know if I should feel disappointed or relieved.
No, I can see that you're in a smooth lounging jacket and black undershorts. Oh, God, I think I'm going to get nauseous. Anyway, Roger, how old do you think Robert Urich is?
I'm going to guess 48.
Are you still interested in Sherri? Is she 5'11"? Are you shorter than that?
No, I think I'm 5'11" and three quarters.
Well,
If I do my hair up, it's about 6'4".
When you're wearing heels, you're about 6'7".
How much do I weigh?
Yeah.
Right now, it's about
No, yesterday. last week.
173.
173, and you're 5'11".
Oh, he's running.
You wouldn't like him, Sherri. He's one of these thin guys. You wouldn't like it.
So is your boyfriend listening?
I know a guy. It's kind of interesting. I know a guy who weighed 450 pounds and was skinny as a rail, incredibly skinny, but tall.
He was about 12. He was about 12'5", wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was. He tipped the scale, and with his hair up and in heels, he was about 13 feet. Hey, Bert, what do you think? How old do you think Robert Urich is?
Oh, I guess about 51. I'm judging on that movie he made a while back, America. Remember that one?
Oh, yes.
I like that.
Okay, 51. And John, what do you say?
I'll say 52.
What do you think, Tony?
Oh, I'm wondering if he's even out of the 40s yet. Maybe hovering there at 49 and holding. But I'm going to, I'll say 50.
50. Okay, and Aaron?
All the good ones are taken. I wanted this one to be my original one, but I'm going to have to go with 50 also.
50 also. Okay. Actually, Robert Urich is 46.
Ooh.
So you're
He isn't out of the 40s yet.
Yeah, no, Tony, your instinct there was correct. There were only a couple of you guessed in the 40s, and David came the closest with 45. So we have a three-way tie. John Kelly, Sherri, and David all have 2 apiece.
Hey, Norm, if I win, since I work here...
You don't get anything.
Right, but can I give my prize to Sherri?
We'll have to decide
But
that later.
John, if you don't get anything, then
Yeah,
what a guy you are, John. I guess Sherri wouldn't get anything.
Yeah, how can you give a prize that you're not going to get to somebody else?
It's the thought that counts.
You know what I meant.
Are you interested? You're not married, are you, John?
No. I'm very eligible, but I'm worried about Sherri's boyfriend.
Surprising.
Yeah. Sherri's boyfriend, obviously.
Is he bigger than me?
If Sherri is 5'11", her boyfriend... How tall is your boyfriend, Sherri?
Just 6'5".
6'5"?
No, just 6'4". He might be 6'1".
Do you think I could take him in a fight?
Who's this talking?
I'm 6'2".
Oh, 6'2", and how much do you weigh?
I weigh about approximately 185 and a half.
Soaking wet.
But when he's in heels, it's 187.
I'll wrestle him.
Put his hair up.
And I have to tell you something else about Sherri that I happen to know.
Uh-oh.
She is 34, 26, and 32, and that's just her pitching arm. That's a joke from a bad old story I once used to tell.
That's a bad old joke.
Okay, about it. What's that?
I said, where'd you dig that up from? I thought I had that hidden.
Listen, we've got spies everywhere, including in Flint, Michigan.
Oh.
I happen to know the town clerk or the city clerk in Flint, Michigan. You got a couple of radio stations in Flint, Michigan, haven't you?
Oh, a couple, I guess. Yeah.
Flint is the town that they made that movie about Roger and Me. It's where the Chrysler plant or the GM plant used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you want to be an announcer, John?
I am an announcer.
Because you talk like an announcer, but how come you're not working as an announcer?
Hey, times are tough, man.
It's a long story.
Okay. In other words, you don't think we ought to go into that right now?
No, not now.
Okay.
It's one of those sad stories.
It's a very sad story.
Actually, John and I are hoping to take over Norm's job when he leaves.
Yeah, we're in the running.
Each one of you will do 1 day a week? Is that your goal in life?
That's right. John on Fridays, Aaron on Saturdays.
Okay, even with 2 days a week, it takes 2 guys to replace me. Alyssa Milano, You know that name? You know her?
Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano. Okay, she played Tony's daughter. I guess she still is playing Tony's daughter, Samantha, on Who's the Boss? Although they're in, what, are they just in syndication?
Oh,
now?
yeah, syndication.
Okay. She played Tony's daughter, Samantha, on Who's the Boss? And if that's in syndication, last time you saw that, then she filmed that a while back.
Well, 2 years ago, I think, was the last show. They've been off the air for about 2 years.
Okay, we'll start with you, Sherri. How old do you think Alyssa Milano is?
Man, give me a date. I don't know.
What kind of a date you want, baby? You want maybe just cocktails? You want a small little piano lounge? You want a movie? How about we just go out and eat our hearts out and just talk over dinner? Or how about maybe a walk through Public Gardens here in Boston?
I tell you, if anyone ever says you're not a smooth talker, Norm,
oh, I am a smooth talker.
Send it to me. I'll take care of it. If you didn't have them melting with that line that you just hear, they should be falling at your feet.
Yeah.
Probably because of that garlic you ate earlier tonight. But
you ought to have known me when I was younger and really smooth talking. I'd say, so I'm from Everett. You know anybody from Everett? That was my opening line.
It's a great line.
Oh, that's grabbing me out. Excuse me, did I drop my Congressional Medal of Honor in your banana split? Sherri laughed like my mother laughed. My mother used to do that to me all the time. I'd say something that I thought was hilarious, and my mother would go, ha, 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 ha. You know, I'd say, Mom, you don't sound sincere. And she'd say, oh, Norman.
Oh, no.
I don't know why I'm telling you these things now. It's just... Every now and then I'm stricken with nostalgia.
The memories come flooding back. You just can't
feel
stop.
much closer to you.
Hey, Sherri, how old do you think my mother was? No, Alyssa Milano. How old do you think?
You still didn't give me a date.
No,
a date of what?
Next Tuesday.
No, I don't have. I actually don't have any dates. Just the only thing it says is she played Tony's daughter Samantha on Who's the Boss. It doesn't get any more specific than that.
And it's Tony Danza, so if she played his daughter, you could try to get a hint from that.
Good thinking. Excellent thinking.
Oh, man, let somebody else go first. I really don't know.
No, well, I tell you what, we will do that only because you happen to be the only woman on the panel here. So we're going to go to Tony.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then we'll go to you right after Tony.
Oh, I like you said, I'm in my black underwear and my smooth jacket, so we may have the second woman on the panel. We got to be careful.
And he's drinking an expensive Belgian wine.
Yes, I am. She's 20.
2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Sherri, what do you think?
Okay. 23.
No.
23.
No.
Okay.
Well, I have to, get somewhere around 20.
Okay, what do you think, Bert?
Oh, I'm going to have to say 22.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that, eh?
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I have to hold up the pride of Pottsgrove here.
That's right, too. And you don't have a win yet.
No, I don't.
This might be it. You never know.
That's right.
And then again, it may not be. David, what do you say?
24.
24. And the very lovely Aaron Sawyer from Shirley, Massachusetts.
The scourge of Shirley. We'll have to guess my age, 26, I guess.
Is that how old you are?
Yes.
26? That's a lovely age.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Surely you must be joking.
Yeah, I love that. I love that line in Airplane.
Entering Shirley. Hope she doesn't mind.
Oh, we better hit the bleep button on that one.
Yeah. No, we're not. Let's get as dirty as we can, man. We need the ratings. Other people do it through talent and skill. I do it through dirty talk. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Roger, how old is Alyssa Milano?
She's 19.
You say that was...
I got to get some competition.
Oh, he says that like he doesn't doubt. You don't doubt that at all. And John?
I will say she's 20.
20. Okay, she's actually 21.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, so you all were close. You were very close.
Hey, Sherri, you good guessing.
Tony, John,
Actually, I could be there too.
and Roger. Wait a minute. No, Roger did not. The 20s, and there was a 22. That's Bert. Bert,
How about that?
You're in the
Bert,
story
oh, no,
column.
Sherry said 23. See, I knew
Pottsville.
Yeah.
That shows you even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while.
I like that.
Oh, I got to embroider that.
Is that what it shows? Is that
Wrote
what
that one down.
Yeah. I never thought of that. That's good. Oh, that's
squirrel.
good.
That could be a bestseller in the doily market, don't you think?
Okay, so we how about Jennifer? Wait a minute.
Wait,
Now,
who won on
I
that?
mean, now do we have what? Is someone break out in the lead now?
Let's see. Yes,
Or is there
John.
still a tie?
John, I know. I can tell by the way John gasped and wanted to go through the score that he's leading with 3.
With 3, okay.
And Tony and Sherri and David all have 2 apiece, and Roger has 1, and Bert now has 1.
And Aaron has one,
Aaron
doesn't he?
Aaron has none.
Oh,
Aaron has
sorry,
none.
I didn't mean to bring that up.
Nada. Nin.
Okay, how about Jennifer Beals? Jennifer Beals was in Flashdance. That's right. The Flashdance movie was 1983. Doesn't seem like it was that far back, but it was 10 years ago. She's from Chicago, Illinois. That doesn't help you very much, but let's start with you, Aaron. How old do you think Jennifer Beals is?
27.
27. Okay, and Tony?
You think she was in her teens when she did that movie, Aaron?
I think so. Then again, what do I know? I don't have any rights.
That's
so,
true. What am I asking you for?
The wrong guy.
Let me see. 30.
30. Okay.
30. She's hit the big 3-0.
Okay, and
Totally depressed today.
John, what do you say?
I'll say, I think Tony's in the right neighborhood.
But
I don't know
hear
where
a butt coming in there.
31.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
And Bert, what do you think?
I'm going to say 32.
Okay, and Roger?
I'll say 29.
And what do you think, Sherri?
I'm going to say 27.
Could you get a little closer to the phone and talk a little louder?
Yeah, 27, I think.
Okay. So nice, I could just feel that right on my earlobe. Oh, I'm getting excited. David, what do you say?
35.
35.
Ooh.
Okay, actually, Tony hit it right on the button.
Yes.
She's 30.
Ooh.
She did hit the big 3-0.
See, I told you he had the answer book right in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's another sorehead heard from.
Yeah.
No, it's the same sore head that set up before, Norm.
Potts Grove, Pennsylvania,
That's
noted
right.
for soreheads.
34.
Yeah, you look at the emblem.
Loose women and sore heads. That's what they're known for.
Loose
now.
women, heavy drinkers, drinking, and soreheads.
And white-tailed deer.
Oh, that's true. I never.
And I tell you, get some of those heavy drinkers out there looking for those white-tailed deer.
You're right. No
Oh,
pink
no,
elephants. We don't go for pink elephants down here.
Especially on a Saturday night.
No.
Man.
All
Okay,
the deer are hiding at that time.
we have
2 a.m.
one more to go then. Kevin McHale, as you know, from the Boston Celtics. Let me see what I can tell you about him. Might give you a clue. No, nothing. He's from Hibbing, Minnesota. Played with the Boston Celtics. I don't have any dates or anything.
Hey, guess who else is from Hibbing, Minnesota that we would know?
Our color man on the Patriots games.
Is that right?
Gino?
No, he's from Minnesota, but I'm not sure.
Bob Dylan.
Oh, Bob Dylan is from Hibbing. That's right. I'm not sure where Gino is from.
Gino Cappelletti.
Gino Cappelletti is from, I think, International Falls. I think he's way up north. Somewhere, I'm not sure.
That's
Anyway,
where Bullwinkle was from, wasn't it?
Hibbing, Minnesota?
No, International Falls.
That might be. I don't know.
You got a lot of free time, huh, John?
Yeah, being an unemployed announcer.
David, how old do you think Kevin McHale is today?
39.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Did you say, I didn't even want to go through that. No, it's not too good.
For a second there, it sounded like it was going to be one of your best ones, and then it just
kind of
fell apart.
Yeah, it did fall apart. I could feel it.
Hey, Norm.
Yes.
Do you mind if I could take mine back?
The 39?
Yeah, I want to take that back. I want to say 43.
43 instead. Okay, sure. As long as you were the first to guess, what the heck? Although I don't know what that means. Sherri, what do you think?
Oh, goodness. 44.
44. David, you didn't influence her at all. You said that because of David, didn't you?
Of course.
You're kind of looking at him kind of with a warm, affectionate look, aren't you? I think she's swinging away from you, Roger. Better do something quick.
What can I do? What can I do?
I don't know. Usually a chance to guess Kevin McHale's age. Perhaps you can throw something in there that will attract her.
Throw something. I've got a nice smile.
He's a swell dancer and a great dresser.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
They look great in my pumps right now. Oh, so stylish.
Yeah. He'll come call on you. He'll be wearing his sandals and his knee socks, his cape,
and his loincloth.
Well, I don't know. Underneath the plus fours and the Spanish shirt with the green and white cummerbund, and also he's got a pith helmet with a year's supply of leechee nuts and the sweatband.
Actually, my best feature is I've got this big hairy patch on my back.
Hey, listen, we're getting so late. We're going to go right into the 4 o'clock news if we don't finish
Actually,
this
I'm
up.
curious to hear about this hairy patch, but I know we don't have a lot of time.
No,
so.
we're pretty much out of time. Roger, quickly.
35.
And Bert?
39. I'll go for the number nobody else wanted.
Okay, John Kelly?
38.
Tony?
36.
And Aaron?
41.
41. Okay, 36 is correct,
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Exactly correct.
Yeah.
So Tony swings into the lead. He's got 4 correct answers.
I've swept the weekend so far.
I wonder if they'll put commercials on the Protestant Hour to make up for the ones we didn't fit in here. Okay. We'll have a prayer. We'll have John 3:16, a reading of that in just a moment.
Is Sherri singing?
But first, hey, David.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing with us, and I thank you, Sherri.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, and same to you, Roger.
All right.
We'll do it again one day right after the war. Bert, nice to talk with you.
Hey, thanks. My pleasure.
Okay, and thank you, John.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much. Oh, Aaron, I said thank you, and then I switched him off. But I know right now he's saying thank you. Thank you, Tony.
Hey, Norm, I want to talk to you during the news, so can someone put me on hold?
Okay.
All right, hey.
What did I want to talk to Norm about? Wish him a happy birthday? Give him the John Kelly announcer tale of woe? Both? It will remain a radio mystery. Next week, we will showcase a Christmas Eve ditty from 1994, closing the vault and leaving this world a little sillier than we found it. 4. The Loverboy and the Butcher. Welshman everywhere. Flirting, deep-seated hatred, and plebeian lives. Small-town jokes. Making it big. Perforated gums, coughing jags. Lionel Barrymore. Spencer for hire. Wonderful, beautiful-looking persons. Smooth lounging jackets and black underwear. Pickup lines. Nostalgia. Expensive Belgian wine. Talent and skill. Dirty talk. Blind squirrels finding their nuts. Done-up hair and heels. Most wanted posters at the Shirley, Mass. Post Office. And with their loose women, heavy drinkers, soreheads, and white-tailed deer, let's hear it for Pottsgrove, Pennsylvania. Warm, affectionate looks, nice smiles, and hairy patches. Pith helmets, formerly employed announcer John Kelly, Aaron Sawyer, and the birthday boy, Norm Nathan, with this heartfelt wish for all. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. I'm Tony Nesbitt.